I asked in the title of Thursday's video, is this our year? Well, a victory in the first game of today's episode, and I'd be pretty confident that, unless we have a bad slide, that this definitely is our year. Hello folks, it is TIJ Gaming. Welcome back to Conquering the Euro with Everton on Football Manager 2021. Today it is part 7 of Season 9 and we have a huge match hosted at the Bramley-Moore Dock Stadium against Manchester United. And if we beat them today, we will go 8 points clear in the Premier League. We'll go 10 points clear in Manchester United. And I think that from there, we've got a really good chance to win the league. 11 games to go. We can realistically afford to lose 3 out of those 11. If Chelsea get all the points, then of course they'll win the league. But the way they've been going, they've been dropping points. So this is a big match. Lose today's match and the title race is back on. There's only 4 points between us. It's that classic 6-point swing. And then later on today, I'm going to be getting all suited and booted to go to Wembley to play the EFL Cup Final against Tottenham. That's the match that will be advertised in the thumbnail. But we've had only one game since the last episode. We played against West Ham at home. Again, pretty normal win, nothing unexpected, solid result. We ground out 3 points and continue that lovely sea of green, which has kept going, to be honest, all the way from the Champions League loss to Roma in the group when we'd already qualified, and before that in the match against Chelsea in the Premier League. So we're on a 20-match unbeaten run. Manchester United, we've got a good record against them recently. We, of course, beat them in the EFL Cup semi-final with 2 1-0 victories. And to be fair, the last time we lost to them was away from home, pretty much this time last year. And I'm looking, it's been 5 years now since we've lost to them at home, unless I'm looking and not seeing something. But yeah, it's been a long time since we've lost to them at home. I'd be questioning why all these are away matches. I suppose they could be. Yeah. They could all be away matches. It's just the way that the season goes. I'm looking at this though. The 1st of December and the 14th of May. That would have been the same season, wouldn't it? I'm not going to complain. The stats say we haven't lost at home against Manchester United for nearly 5 years now. So that's really good news. And hopefully we can keep that going. So, the team to play Manchester United is the usual side. We have got a settled team. And if they're not injured, then they play. The only one that has been affected by injury is Benito Owen, our left winger. He's going to be out for about a week, so he'll probably be back for the Cup Final. And Deji Satona, who is a more than adequate replacement, he comes in to replace him. And we're just going to play with our normal tactic, not change anything up, because it's worked, to be honest. It's worked against every team. We've beaten every team at least once in this Premier League season. We're on a very good run. And as I said, if we can go and win today, I think that I wouldn't say, well, it is actually. It's in our hands. And as I said, we can afford really to lose 3 out of our 11 games. Just give us a bit of a cushion. Of course, we won't be necessarily exploiting that opportunity and taking it easy in the Premier League, by no means. But it's just nice to have that bit of a buffer. If Manchester United win, though, then it is certainly title well back on for the Reds. Can we get an early goal, though, here? We're 22 minutes in. Satona gets the clearance. Vandenberg goes up there by himself. I don't think he's going to beat all these defenders, but I might be surprised. Puts it into Satona. Very nearly the opening goal. Deji Satona, of course, former Manchester United youngster, so there's a bit of eagerness in there for him wanting to score against his former club. I mean, a draw doesn't do us badly at all either. You know, we're 6 points clear still. Chelsea drew in their game against Southampton at 12:30. That's why they've already played one more match than us. This is being played at 3 o'clock. And if there was ever a match not to put on the telly and play at 3 o'clock, it's this one. I mean, we've got televised matches against Norwich and Southampton in the next few weeks. And no disrespect towards any of those sides. But you'd put this match on the TV, wouldn't you? First against third. Could possibly, by the end of the day, be first against second. Very, very bizarre. But I'm not really bothered. I guess the lack of TV cameras might make us play better. I very much doubt it, but I guess it's a factor. Canini, though, one of the best strikers in Europe, has a shot, but it's a very tame one by his standards. 2 of the best strikers playing at these 2 clubs, Vandenberg and Canini, but it looks like for the first half that both of them are going to be kept out. Or are they? Canini, 1 minute to go until we get the extra additional time, so we've got 2 minutes. Canini runs past the defenders, and it's a cracking save from Diego Costa, who we did miss in the last match. He went home with a cold. He was out for the West Ham match. But our replacement keeper, Okonkwo, came in, got a clean sheet, played well. Got in the Premier League Team of the Week as well, so that's a nice boost for him. But very drab first half, it's fair to say here. And it's been the theme, really, in a lot of these matches recently. Funnily enough, both in real life and in game, that the big matches have ceased to amaze, to be brutally honest. 2 1-0 victories against Manchester United in the Cup. And it looks like it's not going to be an all-singing, all-dancing match today. I'd just like to get the 3 points, whether it's 1-0 or 4-3, to be quite honest. If you remember, we had a big match against United at Old Trafford early on in the Premier League season, where we were 2-0 up with 40 minutes to go. Managed to draw that 1-3 each. Sierra with the shot, but doesn't go anywhere, to be quite honest. We've only got 20 minutes left here, so we might as well bring on some fresh blood. We'll bring on Diego Royon for Sierra, who's played very well since he's joined the club again. Another youngster. Looks like he could be a really good player in the future. And we'll also bring Lewis Bate on for Kenneth Taylor. See how we get on. We've got 20 minutes to go. I guess the one thing we don't want to do here is lose. Win, and it's a bonus, but we're not going to go too much for it. We're not going to go attacking and go all stupid. If we can get the 3 points, then awesome. And Diego Royon gets the assist. We've finally got the breakthrough, 71 minutes in, albeit not the flashiest of goals ever. It came in off the post from Harrison Solken, who I said at the start of the season doesn't score enough, and I think he's got 12 this season, so I'll certainly take that for our right winger. It was a good ball from Royon, to be honest, in the first place. Not the best shot in the world, but it beat the keeper. Bit of luck, sure, it bounced off the post, but we're going to get 3 points against Manchester United as it stands. I'm guessing they're going to come back for more, though, as they do. Only a few minutes later, and it is now 1 each. It just feels like this match has got a draw all over it, to be quite honest. Not much from either side. Again, as I said, I'd take a draw. Of course, I'd love to win and extend the gap, but the one thing we don't want to lose today, the one thing we don't want to lose is our unbeaten record, but the one thing we don't want to do today, which is the phrase I was going for originally, is lose. So, fingers crossed we won't. I'm worried about this attack. Kanini scores. He has a shot and he scores. That's really disappointing. That is massively disappointing, because it took 70-odd minutes to make the breakthrough. We scored. And it seems that Manchester United from this have woken up. And it looks like if we don't score, we're going to lose that unbeaten record. We've only lost 1 all season. What do? We haven't got much on the bench. I think we just keep it as it is, to be brutally honest. I don't really see the point of bringing anybody else on at this point. Be a shame to lose our unbeaten record, but you know, it's one of those things. Be a big win for Manchester United, though. It brings the title race really back again, so let's see, can we get a goal back? As I said, a draw is okay for us. Messina, what can he do here? Messina loses the ball. This is going to be 3-1, isn't it? Kanini's just too good. He really is. Our defence really struggling with him. A good save from Diego Costa, but Manchester United definitely on top. And I can't explain what's gone on in the last 12 minutes. It was all rosy. Neither side really looking like scoring. And as soon as we scored, Manchester United went, oh, we better start now. So in some ways, I wish we hadn't scored and it had been left 0-0. But it looks like we're going to lose this football match, ladies and gents. Oh, real good chance to capitalise. And there's our unbeaten record gone. Nothing lasts forever, I guess. But that's disappointing. Really is. I'm gutted about that. Because, as it says there, it's a bitter pill to swallow. Title race is back open. Manchester United gained 3 points. At least it's not the worst. Chelsea only drew against Southampton. But there will be chances to get points back. We are still 4 points clear. I'll definitely take that. It's a shame because it's our first Premier League game we've lost in nearly 6 months. But I guess it was going to come at some points. And if we only end up losing twice, we've still got a very good chance of winning the league. If you look at the games we've got to come, we've got a tough one against Leeds, to be fair. We could do with really winning that one. Then we've got Bournemouth, Southampton and Norwich. Again, I think we should be alright. We'll have to see, but I think we should be alright. So now I'm going to play the Champions League match off camera, just so the episode's not too long. First leg against Real Sociedad. Again, they've got Pep Guardiola as their manager. So it could be a toughie, a bit tougher than the time I advertised originally, but we'll see how we get on. And then I'll be back in a few minutes for the final of the Cup. But that's, yeah, disappointing way to start. Don't worry, it's not a different man behind the camera. It's just me wearing something a bit formal for once. And it could be a big occasion, this. You might say, well, it's only the League Cup, but it could be for the first time in Everton's 153-year history that they win the League Cup. They've never done it. And we've got Tottenham in today's match. Tottenham, no great shakes, to be honest. They're 12th in the Premier League, but I'd guess they are much better than their status suggests. They look pretty good, to be honest, recently. They got a draw against us. And the only loss they've had since sort of mid-January is to Chelsea. So they're not looking a bad side on paper. They've beaten some decent sides. And yeah, let's see how we get on against them today. And it does feel like, I don't want to get too worried, it feels like the wheels are starting to fall off. We lost in the first leg of the knockout round Champions League, 3-1 to Sociedad. Now, I was thinking about it after the match, and I guess it's kind of forced now, you would say. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to go out the Champions League. We're in the FA Cup, we're still in the League Cup, of course, that'll end after today. Champions League, FA Cup, the League. We could be fighting on too many fronts, and now we've got injuries. And I knew it was going to happen at some stage. Robin van den Berg is out for the rest of the season. And that is very, very worrying. If you look at our squad, if we take the players that are unavailable out and look at their... How do we get this? Reports. I'm looking for selection info, I guess. There you go. 28 of our goals this year have come from Robin van den Berg. 12 assists as well. The next best is Sierra with 12. We have no clinical striker after that. So I'm a bit worried about where the goals are going to come from. But I knew it was going to happen at some point. Just didn't really want it to happen now. But a really bad loss against Real Sociedad of 3-1. I mean, I guess we got the away goal. If we beat them 2-0 on our own patch, then we'll go through to the next round. We'll see how we get on, but not the best way to start. But as I said, if we go out at this stage, it's not going to be the worst thing in the world. What are the club expecting? They want us to get to the first knockout round, so that's ticked that off. At the end of the day, would we rather finish second or third and go longer in the Champions League as we did last year, or win the league and go out the Champions League here? I know which one I'd rather do, because the aim of the save is to win the Premier League, so we might have to prioritise things, but I think we've been forced to by losing 3-1 to Sociedad. That wasn't really the intention first off. I'm hoping the wheels don't start to fall off here. But if we can beat Tottenham, it's a trophy, it gives us a boost. And looking at our next few games, I think we can go on another decent run and hopefully put those last few matches behind us. A lot of changes though for this final. A few players out injured, a few players tired. So it's a bit of an unfamiliar side. We've got Messina in place of Livramento. He's suspended for the final. So Anzabay comes in for Almeida, who's injured. Then Bate comes in for... Who is it? It's not Kenneth Taylor. Who's the other one? Messina, because obviously Messina's playing at right back. Nelson comes in for Satona. Satona's injured. And Diego Royon comes in for Robin van den Berg, who's, of course, injured. So a lot of chopping and changing today. It's not our best side. I'm hoping over 90 minutes it should be enough to get us past Tottenham. But I have to admit, I am worrying slightly. Again, I think if we'd have beaten Manchester United, beaten Sociedad, if we'd have lost it wouldn't be the end of the world. But this, 10 times more than the trophy, we just need a win. We just need to win a match, get us back up to speed, and get our confidence back, ultimately. It was going to happen at some stage. I suppose we were going to lose a game, but we do have the potential here to lose 3 in a row. But this is a great chance to win another trophy, get another one on our list. It could be 3 trophies in the space of 12 months. And if there's one up for grabs, you know what, we'll take it. We beat Manchester United to get this far. We beat them over 2 legs quite convincingly, so why not? Let's go for it. We're here, and let's see how we get on. We've started the game very well with a lot of possession. Hopefully, we can make the most of that. We haven't got that clinical striker, but Solken scored 12 this year. Sierra scored 12. We've got Lorenzo on the bench who scored 8 this season. So, it's not the end of the world. I don't think we're going to be as clinical. Well, by no means a one-man team. Good save from Diego Costa then. Bed gone free. Did let the attacker through. That's been the problem. I don't really think it's been our attack that's been the problem, to be honest. The last few games, our defending's just been a bit shoddy. But a good ball from Sierra through to Royon. Royon's going to struggle to do the same as what van den Berg does up there, to be honest. Van den Berg can beat pretty much anybody. That's why he's one of the best strikers in the world. So he might struggle up there again, much like the Manchester United match. Very drab first half. There's no doubt we've been on top, so I think we have to go to our more attacking formation for the second half. Just telling the lads, come on, you know, we've been the better team here. We should be winning this. And if we can get a goal, I'll make us favourites to win the tie. But let's see how we get on. Again, another trophy, that'd be great. And it'd just calm us down from a worry of, oh dear, we're going to bottle it. Royon, Nelson shoots. Oh, just over the bar. I mean, Nelson's in the side. That's a rarity these days. We have given him a new contract, and the reason for that is just as backup. He's only 31. I think he's been retrained more as a central attacking midfield, which is perfect. He's backup player, an experienced lad to have in the squad. We don't have much experience. We've got a lot of youngsters. So it's someone that, you know, he's only 31. I don't see the point of releasing him yet. This has been like the Man United match, though. A very, very, very drab football game. Really has. Reece Nelson only for 6.1. So we're going to bring Ryan Hill on for Solken. And we're also going to bring on Lorenzo for Sierra. Sierra's really tired. And swap those two around, Royon and Lorenzo. Because Lorenzo isn't a bad forward. So 10 minutes to go. No goals yet. This has been one of the worst cup finals I've ever seen. Well, we've hardly seen a highlight. I think we've had one highlight, haven't we, in the whole match. And it's going to get to extra time. That doesn't really help us. We've got a really busy September. Really busy February coming on. Another half an hour of football isn't really going to help us. But that's what happens. We haven't scored. If they'd have scored, then we'd have lost. I guess I don't mind playing another half an hour if we get the trophy. If we play this extra time and end up losing, I might just go and cry. Oh, bloody hell. It's 1-0 Tottenham. And again, some really shoddy defending. It was a poor pass from Larios in the first place. But some really questionable defending getting on there. Again, the defenders just get to sleep. Costa comes out. We've just got a bit of a lack of confidence. Taylor into the box. Can we get back straight away? We can't. We've got 20 odd minutes to go here to save our bacon in the cup. We're going to have to bring Nelson off because he's not been very good at all. Bring Alex Allen on that left-hand side. If you're not going to score, then the most you're going to take it to is penalties. We need a goal. Bate, Taylor. Still Taylor. Poor stuff. It's amazing, isn't it? In a few games, you can look the shadow of what you did before. And it's a confidence game. It really is, this whole football lark. Papetti hoofs the ball forward to Douse. We just haven't got the same command of our defensive area. We really haven't. Valverde, Papetti. I don't know how we've had nearly 60% of possession here. I can't see how. Good ball through from Sierra to Lorenzo, though. He's one-on-one with a keeper. And it's saved. We should have done a little bit better with that, I think. Really should. My worry here isn't necessarily that we can equalise. I mean, I guess that is a worry because I don't think we're going to do it. The way it's looking, we're going to end up conceding a second here. How things can change. How things can change. Could have been 8 points clear in the Premier League. And now we're potentially heading for 3 losses in a row. This is shocking. 5 minutes to go. Ain't going to happen, is it? Can we make another substitution? We can. Okay. Let's roll the dice. Let's bring folks on. That's about all we can do at this point. I don't know what we do, to be honest. Just hoof everybody forward and hope we can get a late goal. Take it to penalties and it's anyone's game, I guess. But what a disastrous episode this could turn out to be. I just hope that it is a blip and it's not something more permanent. 5 minutes to go. Tottenham are going to win this. They are. We've lost the cup, ladies and gents. That was really poor. Really, really poor. I don't really know what to say after that. I'm gutted. To get to the final, sure with a weakened squad, but play like that. Not get a single goal in 120 minutes. It's poor. It really is. Well, fair dues to Tottenham. They win the cup. We're going to be runners-up on this occasion. But, yeah, that's unacceptable. Really is. We've done very well to get here. But, you know, we were poor. We were definitely poor today. 52% of possession, sure. 9 shots, but as one of the fans says there, it was grim. So, how do I take that? I'm not really sure. Hopefully, it's just to be a blip. Gutting that we couldn't finish that off and lose, but it's been a while since we've been on that three-game losing run, and I've said it before. Hopefully, I haven't jinxed things. We've not been on a bad run this season. We've lost the odd game here and there, got the odd draw, but we've been better than the teams around us. I just hope now that we can play a lot better. You know, we got Barnsley in the cup. We should win that one. Leeds is a bit of a worry. That could be a potential banana skin. Again, if we lose 4 out of 5, we could really be in danger, because if we lose that one, then we might only be a point. Well, we will be only a point ahead of Manchester United, of course, because there's only been us 2 affected, Tottenham and Everton. Then the rest of the sides played their games, and as typically happens, Man United have gained points. Either Leeds or Chelsea are going to drop points, but hopefully it is to turn out to only be a blip. We will come back, though, for the next Champions League match against Sociedad, and I think we'll have to come back for the match against Norwich as well. That could be a slip-up, but a really bad day for us, and hopefully that's an isolated episode. Hopefully we've got it all out of our system. I worry a bit about Vandenberg being out, but I guess we have to try a few different options in there. Whether it's bringing Neil Dick in, perhaps. I mean, can we bring him in? Seems like the ideal scenario to bring him in. He's at Rangers. We can't recall him from loan now. Again, a player we signed, then sent him back out on loan. Again, solid right winger. He would have been great in place of Rand van den Berg and maybe putting Salkin up front. We don't do it easy round here, do we? I mean, go and beat Leeds, and we've still got a 4-point gap. 4 points with 30 to go. It's not as good as it could have been, but we should still be alright. Lose to Leeds, and it could be a slippery slope. Well, I don't really know what to say. Hopefully the form is temporary, class is permanent statement doesn't come out, and then it wasn't just a good run of form. Because this is a good side, it is a good side, but surely, from a winning position, we've been top of the league since Christmas. Surely now, we can't make that go to waste. If you enjoyed that, I'll be honest, I didn't much. If you enjoyed that though, leave a like down below, comment your thoughts as well, and subscribe for regular Football Manager 2021 content. We lost in the final, but hopefully we can dust off, go and get a few matches won, and come back for the next episode, and feel a bit better than that. It can't get much worse, well it can get a lot worse, but let's not contemplate that. Thank you for watching, I've been TIJ Gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye for now.